With upcoming games at TCU, at West Virginia, and at Baylor, the Kansas State Wildcats are entering what is sure to be the most difficult stretch on its schedule. All three teams have potent offenses, and all three teams are very difficult to beat at home. TCU has already defeated Oklahoma State and West Virginia. West Virginia has beaten Baylor, and Baylor has beaten TCU. K-State is unlikely to be favored in any three of these road games, and few will be picking them to win all three. The opportunity, however, exists that if they can run the table, they'll be looking at a potential spot in college football's first playoff. The other thing that helps them going into these games is the way they are playing. Kansas State defeated Oklahoma State 48-14 in an effort that was dominant almost from start to finish. The only exception was the opening drive, in which Oklahoma State marched upfield very quickly for 84 yards and scored on a play to Tyreek Hill. The Oklahoma State speedster was very involved early. Seemed to actually take Kansas State off guard, which is a little surprising considering that's the player they knew they had to stop. But after that, it was all Kansas State. And when I say it was all Kansas State, I mean that literally. They did everything that they could in this game after that, from that point on. Morgan Burns started it with an 86-yard touchdown return on a kickoff in which Oklahoma State was trying to avoid Tyler Lockett. Totally swung the momentum back to Kansas State's way. And from there, it was all Wildcats. Curry Sexton had a big day receiving, so did Tyler Lockett. They each had some highlight reel catches. Jake Waters had over 200 yards passing. The rushing game wasn't all that potent, but they didn't really need it to be the way some of those guys were catching passes. The best thing Kansas State did was play defense. After allowing 84 yards in the opening drive, they held Oklahoma State to 261 yards total. And really didn't let them get hardly anything in the second half. Their only other points after their opening drive was an interception return against backup quarterback Joe Hubener. So this is two straight games. Kansas State's defense has been exceptional. They shut out Texas. They allowed 7 points against Oklahoma State. Travis Britz was huge in this one, bursting through the line continually to get sacks and tackles for loss. Dante Barnett and Dylan Schellenberg both had an interception. Jonathan Truman had a fumble recovery. Returned upfield and looked like a running back, getting Kansas State in scoring position. It really was an all-around good day for Kansas State. Curry Sexton said this was probably the best he's seen Kansas State play in all three phases. Bill Snyder was very happy with the team afterward. Really no complaints about how the way they played. They're already focusing on their next game at TCU in a closing stretch that will be among the most difficult in the nation.